Hello, welcome back to my channel, Joy Plans. Today I'm using this super cute printable kit, and it's called In Bloom. It's from Pink Planner Shop. I know a couple other regular shops have used this art, so if you are not a printable user, you can check out. I know Leonard Designs used it, and she pulled in the orange. I wish I would have waited a couple weeks and gotten her kit, but it is what it is. I know Crest Press used it as well, and I feel like there's one other shop that I saw use it. But anyways, super cute spring art. I feel like there has not been a lot of spring art. Have we talked about this already? Because it just is like a ever running thought in my mind. I know I've talked about it with Mick Plans, but yeah, I am interested to see how summer goes because I feel like there's a chance a good amount of summer art could come out, but I also am a little worried because I know that a lot of people are doing pop culture summer, and maybe they're just gonna not put out as much summer art because there's already a lot of pop culture kits. So I don't know. Let me know down below, what are you doing or what are you looking for your kits? Are you in a pop culture phase? Are you still in the more traditional seasonal phase? That's where I would camp out in, is more seasonal. Are you a mixture of both? Does it depend? Let me know. But yeah, when I saw this art, I was like, oh, this is so cute for spring. So I am kind of I like to start my seasons early, I feel like. So I know that spring has technically already started, but yeah, this was just perfect for me. So for this week, there's nothing to pre-plan except for school. And I am using a magenta foil bundle, and it's the Daisy foil bundle from Crest Press. She released this adorable foil bundle last year and then released this color, and there maybe was a misfit feature of it, but I have no idea what it is. But the magenta foil bundle was on super sale. I think I got it for $3 or something. So it was screaming deal. I've held on to it because I haven't had a good enough use for it, but I thought this kit would be perfect, and I love it so far. So it was just a mini kit, so it didn't have the underlays, so I had to bring in my own underlays, and I decided not to go out and buy magenta foil underlays. I just used what I had, so I just pulled in silver because I thought that was neutral enough, and then I do end up adding in some silver spring quotes from Plan With Me stickers because I wanted to add in some more spring elements, and I've just been literally obsessed with quote box overlays because of that exact reason. So yeah, I will add a little one over the dog and then one over the popsicles, so just a little bit of silver, but I think it all works, and it kind of tones down the magenta a little bit. But that is pretty much it for this week. I am going to do some questions to fill in the rest, but if you have any other questions where things are from, let me know. And as always, I will leave any discount codes for Mick Plans and Plan With Me stickers down below as well. And I try to link everything, so I try to be as up to date as possible. There's sometimes that I miss, but for the most part, it's pretty accurate. So let's get into the questions. The next question she asked is dream vacation, and I feel like I have two dream vacations, but my number one, when anybody always asks, is Norway. It's always been my number one spot to go to, because I think part of it is that's where my grandpa grew up, and yeah, so I obviously have family heritage there, but I just think that the Scandinavian landscape is really gorgeous with their bright, cute houses and the fjords and the mountains, and everything is just so stunning. And then my second dream location or vacation, is going to one of those over water bungalows. Those look so cool, and I know a lot of people say that they're overrated, and overpriced, but I want to experience it for like at least one night of my life because it just looks so cool. So those would be my dream vacations. And then Steph of Dandy Plans asked, what are my summer plans? And ironically, speaking of dream vacations, I am planning a trip with 2 of my coworkers, and we are going to go over to Europe for 2 weeks, and I'm so excited. We are going to Norway for 1 week, which I'm just beyond thrilled, like speechless. And then we are going to Spain for the 2nd week. So that's all like very, very, very tentative, loose plans. We haven't booked anything yet, but it's coming. We're going to do it soon. So that's really exciting, and I really hope it comes like to action. So that's what I'm really looking forward to. And then also I have like my family, my nephews are going to come up to where I live, and that will be fun to like spend a week with them at the lake. And yeah, just excited to have the summer off and get a little bit of a break. So that is my answer for that question. Okay, so I'm going to be completely honest. I have no idea what the other questions are. I got a few more, but I recently switched my planner Instagram over to like a business account because I had heard from some other planner friends that you can like schedule posts that way. And I'm so bad at posting. So I did that a few weeks ago, and I have not scheduled a post at all since. And it has limited like so many functions. So I need to change it back to just a normal mode. But one of the functions it has lost, which I know nobody's asking me for this, but I am frustrated. One of the functions it has lost is I can't go back to old stories and see people's responses. I used to be able to put up a poll, and then you can, obviously it closes within 24 hours, but I would still be able to go see everybody's responses. But now I can just see that I posted it, but I can't see anybody's comments. And that's really frustrating. So I have no idea what the rest of the questions are because I wasn't smart to screenshot it. And yeah, I feel so bad. So I'm so sorry if I missed your question. I'll put up another question box another time. I also, the like top 5 favorites trend was going around on Instagram, and I was like, ooh, I want to join in. I don't know why, because I did it on a night that I was completely booked. Like I was at an event that I couldn't be on my phone for. And then I had like the busiest day of school the next day and missed it completely. Like I don't even think I went on social media in that like 24-hour window after posting it. So didn't answer any of those either. So just social media fail. But yeah, so long story long, I know you didn't ask for that, but I don't know. So to round out the week, I figured since it's a floral little kit, not a little kit, it's a floral kit. I thought it would be fun to do a little floral this or that. Now, I am not super good with my flower names. Gabrielle of Gabrielle Plants. If you're into flowers, you need to follow Gabrielle. And she has a business, Gabrielle Blossoms, and she makes gorgeous arrangements, and I always look at them and they're stunning, and her creativity and her eye for her floral arrangements is so amazing. But I'm not good at that. But I thought it'd be fun to answer some questions, Here's some floral opinions. Before I do, I can't remember if I talked about that I am adding in these Plan With Me sticker overlays, and I got them in silver because I figured that would go with like any spring plans. So I'm adding this one over the Sunday quote. It says, let's bloom together, which is just so fitting. And then I wanted to add this cute little spring one where the eye is a flower. It's so stinking adorable. And I will have any of my PR codes linked down below to McPlans and Plan With Me stickers. But let's do the floral this or that. All right, the first question is roses or daisies? And honestly, daisies. I think roses are really like elegant, I guess is the best word to use for it. But I just like the cuteness of daisies, I guess is the best word to describe it. So yeah, I mean, I will never turn down flowers, but I do think that daisies are super fun. Then the next question is tulips or sunflowers. And that's really hard because I like them both so much, but sunflowers are hands down my favorite flowers. But there's something about tulips in the spring when they have like different colors, and like we have tulip farm nearby, so I love going to that and yeah, seeing all the pretty colors and like the combos. Next is lily or magnolia. And I think lilies look really cool and pretty, but I'm not the biggest fan of the smell of lilies, and they can kind of be kind of messy. So yeah, I don't know, maybe magnolias. I've never seen magnolias in person. I feel like I only know them because of that show on Netflix, Sweet Magnolias, which is like a really like comical reason to know what those are. But yeah, so the looks of lilies, I guess would be my answer. Next is lavender or hydrangea, and definitely hydrangea. I think those are really pretty and full. And I don't personally love the smell of a lavender, which I know is kind of controversial, but you know I'm always here with my controversial opinions. Next is peony or orchid, and I feel like I'm going to have to go with peony. I've gotten a few orchids as plants, as like gifts. I feel like they're kind of popular gifts. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, I just like the bright color of the like peonies, or like just the more colorful versions of flowers, I guess, is what I'm drawn to. And lastly is hibiscus or Gerber. And I'm guessing the Gerber's like the Gerber daisies, the colorful ones. And those are really cute. But hibiscus always reminds me of like Hawaii. And who doesn't love a reminder of Hawaii? Actually, I'm sure a lot of people don't care. But I'm going to go with hibiscus because I just love, I don't know, I love that. And I remember being like really, when I was little or like elementary age and I had gone to Hawaii, I remember being fascinated with drawing them, and I'd draw them on like everything. I'd like write my name and then draw like hibiscus flower. And I mean, those flowers are not for the faint of heart for drawing. But I was determined to make that like my thing. It dropped very fast, but I just have vivid memories of that. Anyways, that is it for the flower, this or that. I feel like that was really random. Let me know if you have any strong opinions towards certain flowers. Do you go to farmers markets and get flowers? Do you get them at the store, or do you not? Are you not a flower person? I feel like I love flowers, and I used to get them a lot more. But now I just don't. And it's just a thing. Now I'm like, oh, I could spend $8 to $15 on flowers, or I could buy stickers. So I get a lot of flowers though, like at certain times of the year from my kids in my class, and I feel like then that's like flower overload, and I have like this garden going. Maybe let me know if you're also a succulent person. I tried to get into succulents, but I just do not have a green thumb. Same with like flowers and gardening. I would love to do something with my yard that like, so I can get actual pretty flowers and stuff in my yard, but it's just not in my cards right now. I don't have the patience for it, and I feel like I need to research and game plan before I go spend a bunch of money on stuff and then to have it like die. So yeah, I've managed to keep like 3 succulents alive for a few years now, which is exciting, but that's about it. Also, I'm so sorry if you're hearing my dog in the background of this. She has decided that now is the time to sit on my lap and be very feisty with me. But yes. So if you hear her like licking or being just who she is, then I apologize for that. But dog life at its finest. For this week, I decided I was going to match these Carly Plans backpacks, and it was just becoming a little too much, and I just did not have the right shades of anything. So I decided to scratch that, as you see right here. And I decided to go with my tried and true McPlains backpacks, which sometimes I forget about because I'm so busy with color matching, but these are great. They're just in gray, and they have little the pig in the pocket poking out. I think I was trying to say all of that at once, and they are adorable. And then the school script is also from McPlans. On the sidebar, I just put Hello April, which is from the April sampler from McPlans, and then a little butterfly that I had in my like leftover sticker album. And then at the top of the sidebar, you'll see that I put March and April because it's like one of those weeks. It's like a transition week, you know? So I had to take that off and squeeze in both. I am still trying to decide if I like the bigger boxes to mark school since they take up most of my day, or if I want smaller boxes so I can mark more of the other little things that happen in my life, you know? Like maybe I want to mark certain things that happened at school or like emotions I feel from school. Anyways, that is it for my base. Let's skip to the end. Here is my finished spread. Let me try to catch some of that fuchsia foil. I feel like it's not showing up the best right now, but in person it's super cute. I'm really happy with it. I love these little dash of spring quotes from Plan With Me stickers. And yeah, overall it was a good week. Well, kind of. It was a really stressful week, but really good. I ended up booking a trip to Europe with some friends, but then it was also like state testing week, and we had report cards due, so that like consumed everything. I was just really, really stressed. But it was all good. It's a good week. Now it's over, and we are moving on to the next week. So thank you so much for watching this plan with me, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye, everyone.